We saw 2 penalties assessed on 2 different World Tours last week. Was it justified, Marika?
I think so. I think that the pros should be held to a different expectation than amateur golfers. I think Carballo and Campbell were on the clock already, so they deserved that bad time. I think what was bogus to me and a lot of other media members was the timing that sort of came out of it with a new format and a team event. It's a little bit different than just playing single stroke play. So no, I do think the pros should be held to a different standard. I think if the PGA Tour really wants to make a statement, though, people like Carballo and Campbell, who are not as well known, it's not going to make that much of a difference. They need to be going after the big guys who are taking too much time on the course.
Exactly. Those are names that are not very familiar to a lot of golf fans out there. And certainly when you look back at the penalty that was assessed during the Masters against a 13-year-old child, everyone was just wondering what they were thinking in that situation as well. Is it likely that we're going to see some of the offenders on the PGA Tour naming names like Jason Day, like Ben Crane, Kevin Na, guys that seem to come up a lot in our anonymous survey, never seem to get nailed? A lot of people think it's because these guys are in the final group, and the final group has free reign, right? The cameras are on them, and no one is going to try to rush the guy that's going to win a PGA Tour event.
I don't buy that. I think if you're in the final group, you're still held to the same standard of finishing a round in regulation. We'll see. We won't know until it happens, but perhaps this assessment of 2 penalties on the European Tour and the PGA Tour, and then even Christy Kerr calling herself out on the LPGA Tour this weekend too for slow play, maybe we're starting to see it a little bit more, and hopefully those big name players will be held accountable.